The move is part of the Lakers' efforts to build a competitive roster for the season, especially after the trade that brought Luka Doncic to Los Angeles. The combination of Doncic and Len is intended to strengthen the team in key areas, such as defense and presence in the paint, with the goal of competing for the NBA title. The Los Angeles Lakers have bolstered their roster with the signing of Ukrainian center Alex Len, who was without a team after being released by the Washington Wizards. Len, 31, has had a 12-season NBA career with stints with the Phoenix Suns, Atlanta Hawks, Sacramento Kings, Toronto Raptors, and Wizards. This season, he has averaged 1.4 points and 1.8 rebounds in 7.2 minutes per game. Len's arrival comes after Anthony Davis left for the Dallas Mavericks, a trade that involved Luka Doncic going to the Lakers. At 7 feet 1 inch tall, Len is seen as an important addition to the team, aiming to strengthen the team's presence in the paint and improve its defensive and rebounding capabilities. To accommodate Len on the roster, the Lakers released Christian Wood, who had yet to play this season due to a knee injury. Wood averaged 6.9 points and 5.1 rebounds last season for the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers remain focused on strengthening their roster following the trade involving Luka Doncic, with the arrival of center Alex Len being a strategic move to bolster the paint. This trade comes at a time of reorganization of the team, following the departure of Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks. Len, who has a solid NBA pedigree, will be an important piece for the team, especially in terms of defense and rebounding. He brings more experience to the team, having played for teams such as the Phoenix Suns, Atlanta Hawks, and Toronto Raptors. His arrival aims to improve the defensive aspect of the Lakers, who can benefit from his height and presence in the paint defense, something the team needs with Davis's absence. Additionally, with Christian Wood out of action after recovering from an injury, the move reflects the Lakers' desire to make room for players with more immediate potential to help them compete for a title. The combination of Doncic, LeBron James, and now Len could create a more balanced team that will have much more defensive power and the ability to grab important rebounds throughout the season. This restructuring of the team also makes it clear that the Lakers' front office is determined to optimize its roster to provide the best possible support for Doncic, hoping that he could be the leader needed to lead the team to another championship run. Additionally, the move to bring in Alex Len appears to be part of a broader plan by the Lakers to improve their roster depth. The season has been challenging for the team, with ups and downs, and the need to bolster specific areas like the paint and defense is becoming more apparent. The addition of Len is not just about complementing the existing pieces, but also an attempt to give the team some much-needed stability at key positions. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic now forming a dynamic duo on offense, Len's responsibility will be more focused on balancing the defensive game. His ability to protect the basket and collect rebounds will be crucial in giving the Lakers the edge they need against the more physical teams in the conference. His experience could also be an asset in helping to mentor the team's younger players, ensuring good chemistry in the locker room. This move by the Lakers can also be interpreted as preparation for the playoffs, where physical play and battles in the paint will intensify. With a more balanced and strengthened team, the team seems to be positioning itself to be a real threat in its quest for an NBA title. The expectation is that with Doncic leading the offense and Len improving his defense and paint play, the Lakers can begin to find more consistency, which could be key to a potential championship run. Shifting focus to strengthening defense without sacrificing offensive production is a strategy that many analysts believe will be key to the Lakers' success in the coming months. As the Lakers continue their rebuilding journey, the move involving Alex Len and the trade of Luka Doncic also puts the team in a position to test and evaluate new dynamics on the court. The combination of experience, with players like Len and LeBron James, and youth, with Doncic and other young talents, could be the perfect balance to face the increasingly competitive Western Conference. Doncic's presence brings a new layer to the Lakers' style of play. His exceptional playmaking ability, control of the pace of the game and vision could transform the way the team plays, providing more flexibility on offense. The focus now is on how LeBron James, with his vast experience leading championship teams, will fit alongside Doncic and use his leadership skills to maximize the team's potential. On the other hand, Len's impact on defense will be something to watch closely. He could be a huge asset in combating the size and strength of teams that dominate the paint, such as the Denver Nuggets or Phoenix Suns. His presence as a defensive anchor will give the Lakers the ability to protect the basket and help limit the chances of physical opponents. The Lakers will also need to evaluate how these new pieces fit into Coach Darvin Ham's system, which has implemented a more defensive and strategic approach to balance the team's offensive and defensive strengths. With these changes, the team now has a more complete and balanced rotation, giving the coach more options to respond to different situations that arise throughout the season. In short, the move of Alex Len to the Lakers, combined with the trade of Luka Doncic, signals a clear desire to improve the team's shortcomings while building a more adaptable, robust team capable of contending for a spot at the top of the conference. The team's immediate future will depend on how well these new players integrate and play a consistent role in leading the Lakers to the next stage of the championship. You said. In the long term, these moves could also have important implications for the Lakers' future strategy. By bringing in Luka Doncic and Alex Len, the team not only strengthens the squad for the season, but also signals a commitment to the future. Doncic is one of the brightest young talents in the NBA, and his arrival to the Lakers is not only an addition for the present, but also an investment in the long term, as he could become the face of the franchise for years to come. His partnership with LeBron James could be instrumental in seamlessly handing over leadership when LeBron eventually retires, allowing for a smooth transition and keeping the Lakers competitive for years to come. Additionally, Len's addition gives the team the flexibility to adjust its style of play as needed. The NBA has become increasingly fast-paced and offense-oriented, but a championship team needs to be solid defensively. Adding a player like Len, who can protect the rim and dominate the rebounds, allows the Lakers to balance a high-level offense led by Doncic and LeBron with a stout defense that can make a difference in crucial moments during the playoffs. Coach Darvin Ham's impact will be crucial. He will be tasked with blending the individual talents of these new players, making transitions in playing styles and ensuring that chemistry between players develops quickly. Ham's ability to maximize the potential of his stars while implementing efficient collective play will be key to making the roster changes work. In terms of external expectations, the Lakers are now seen as a more threatening team. With a more balanced and talented lineup, expectations for NBA Finals success have become more tangible, and the team will be closely watched as the season progresses. The pressures are mounting, but the team's management appears well-positioned to balance current ambitions with a long-term plan that aims to keep the Lakers an NBA powerhouse. This combination of experienced players like LeBron James and Alex Len, with young stars like Doncic, creates a solid foundation for the Lakers in the years to come as the team confidently continues its quest for more titles. The moves can be seen as part of a larger vision, building a winning team now, while paving the way for continued success in the future. As the Lakers continue to fine-tune their roster, the focus now turns to how to integrate all of this talent efficiently and effectively, especially in the crucial weeks and months of the season. How Doncic transitions into a lineup of established stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, pre-trade, will be key to determining the team's immediate success. However, how new players adapt to Darvin Ham's system will be an interesting process to watch, as Ham has shown flexibility in his tactical schemes, which is essential to maximizing the performance of different playstyles. Doncic, known for his playmaking and game-controlling abilities, will likely take on a leadership role on offense. He could be the primary orchestrator of the offense, allowing LeBron James to focus more on his defensive and leadership skills while also contributing offensively. This dynamic could take some of the pressure off LeBron, giving him more room to be a dominant physical force and continue to be the primary defensive anchor when needed. Len, on the other hand, will need to establish immediate chemistry with his new teammates. His ability to protect the rim will be key to closing defensive gaps, and the pressure on him to dominate the paint will increase, especially in playoff situations when defense becomes even more critical. He will also need to adjust to the Lakers' faster, more dynamic style of play, which, with Doncic in the fold, should prioritize quick transitions and high-level playmaking. Another important factor will be the contribution of supporting players such as D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, and Austin Reeves, who should be key pieces in the team's rotation. The Lakers' success will not only depend on the big names, but on the depth and ability of the roster to maintain intensity when the starters are off. The chemistry between all the players will be essential, as a championship team is more than just a collection of stars, but a well-trained collective where each piece complements the other. Additionally, the pressure of remaining competitive in an extremely strong and balanced Western Conference cannot be underestimated. Teams like the Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, and Golden State Warriors remain formidable challenges, and the Lakers will need consistency, health, and chemistry to overcome these teams. The pursuit of the best possible classification in the playoff table will be crucial, not only to avoid difficult clashes in the early rounds, but also to secure an advantageous position that allows them to compete for a title. With a revamped roster and a clear focus on balancing offense and defense, the Lakers could be on the cusp of a new era of success, where the right pieces come together to form a team capable of rivaling any other team in the NBA. What is clear is that with the arrival of Luka Doncic and the presence of veterans like LeBron James and Alex Len, the Lakers are ready to make some noise, both now and in the near future. As the season progresses, the key for the Lakers will be consistency. Even with the arrival of Luka Doncic and Alex Len, expectations will continue to rise, especially as the team has had a recent history of ups and downs. Keeping players healthy, especially stars like LeBron James and Doncic, will be key. The impact of injuries, which have been a concern in previous seasons, will need to be managed carefully, and the coaching staff will need to ensure that the workload is well distributed among key players to avoid excessive burnout. Additionally, playoff performance will be the biggest test for this new lineup. The competition in the West is fierce, and despite the moves, the Lakers will need to show they can handle the pressure and perform in the crunch. LeBron James' experience will be a huge advantage here, as he has proven himself capable of leading teams to championships under intense pressure. However, Doncic's interplay with the rest of the team will be closely watched. His ability to adapt to the Lakers' collective style while maintaining his offensive leadership nature will be a defining factor for their long-term success. Another area that deserves attention will be the defensive chemistry between the players. Today's NBA demands that teams adapt quickly to different attacking styles, especially considering the versatility of the main opponents. The addition of Alex Len to the paint rotation is a clear sign that the Lakers recognize the need to strengthen defensively. His presence, coupled with the defensive skills of LeBron and previously, Anthony Davis when he was on the team, could give the Lakers an edge against teams that dominate in the rebounding and paint areas. However, the Lakers' success won't just depend on defense and star formation. Having a quality rotation, with players like Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura and D'Angelo Russell, will be key to ensuring the team has enough depth, especially when the starters are resting. The ability of these players to step up their game in decisive situations could be the key to winning the championship, as in the NBA Finals, championship teams usually rely on contributions from all of their players, not just their superstars. With all of these pieces and strategies in place, the Lakers have great potential to solidify themselves as a winning team. However, they will need to find the right balance where team dynamics, individual talent, and coaching strategy align. If that happens, the Lakers will not only be ready to compete now, but they will also have the foundation to remain competitive in the coming seasons, ensuring that the franchise remains a powerhouse in the NBA for a long time to come. The future is bright, but the decisions made over the next few months, especially in key moments like the playoffs, will determine whether this new era for the Lakers will culminate in another championship for the franchise. Got it. Continuing the line of reasoning, another important area for the Lakers will be tactical adaptation during games. Darvin Ham has already shown that he is capable of making quick adjustments to his scheme, but the question will be how he will deal with the pressure of having so many stars on the roster. Finding a playing identity that brings out the best in Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and the rest of the players will be key, as the team needs to function as an efficient collective, rather than relying on just one or two players to ensure success. Ham's tactical flexibility will be a plus. The coach will need to balance a dynamic, fast-paced offense with a solid, well-organized defense. With Doncic bringing more playmaking and vision to the game, it's essential that the Lakers build a fluid offense where everyone feels involved. LeBron can be the pass facilitator and help open up space for others, but he'll also need to play a defensive leadership role as a shot blocker and relentless scorer. Alex Len's impact, although not the most glamorous among the stars, will be of great value. He will provide the Lakers with a much-needed physical presence to match up against the centers and bigs on teams like the Nuggets, who have dominant players like Nikola Jokic. In the playoffs, Len's ability to hold down the paint and contest shots will be a crucial asset, not only to protect the basket but also to ensure the team controls the rebounds, one of the Lakers' weaknesses in recent seasons. It's possible that Ham will also experiment with different formations and rotations throughout the season, which could include a small ball, with LeBron playing as a fake center, or a more traditional formation with Len and other players in the paint. Versatility will be one of the Lakers' greatest weapons this season, allowing them to adapt to the different teams and situations they will encounter along the way. As for the playoffs, one of the biggest unknowns will be whether the Lakers can stay healthy and mentally strong throughout the postseason. The team will need all of its key players to be at their peak physical condition, and that includes taking care of LeBron, who has been playing for over 20 years. For the Lakers to truly win a title, it will be crucial that the entire roster is in sync and ready to shine when the big moment arrives. Fan support will also be a factor. The Lakers have a passionate and demanding fan base, and fan support in key games can be an even greater motivation for the team. While expectations are high, the emotional factor of the crowd can provide the final push in tense moments, especially in the playoffs, where every little detail can make a difference. Ultimately, with all the changes made, the Lakers now have a team that can compete in many aspects of the game. They have players capable of dominating the offense, such as Doncic and LeBron, while also boasting a more robust defense with the addition of Len. The balance between offense and defense will be the biggest challenge of the season, but if the Lakers can maintain their cohesion and adjust their strategies efficiently, they could become serious contenders for the NBA title again. For the Lakers to achieve the desired success, a crucial aspect will be managing expectations within the roster itself. With so many stars and talents involved, it will be vital that each player understands their role within the team and is willing to sacrifice for the collective if necessary. The personality of leaders like LeBron James will be essential in maintaining a healthy team environment, encouraging a culture of teamwork and dedication. Luka Doncic, as a young and rising star, will also have to adapt to the winning mentality of a franchise with such high expectations, such as the Lakers. He will have to prove that he can coexist with LeBron, and this chemistry between the two stars will be one of the biggest tests of the team's dynamic. The fact that Doncic has such a unique playmaking ability could be an advantage, as long as he adapts to the collective style that Ham will seek to establish. Additionally, one thing to watch will be the development of younger players such as Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, who, although still developing, have shown great potential. The contribution of these supporting players will be crucial, especially in times when the starters need to rest or during periods when the stars are struggling. Reeves, in particular, could be a key player in both attack and defense, given his intelligent style of play and his ability to adapt to different roles. Ham's ability to adjust his approach to his opponent will also be tested in the playoffs. Some Western Conference teams, such as the Phoenix Suns and Denver Nuggets, are known for their strong collective play and exceptional offensive prowess. To compete with these teams, the Lakers will need to be adaptable and resilient, with a solid defense that can shut down the opposition's top players. However, one of the biggest challenges will be consistency throughout the regular season. Although the NBA is long, preparation for the playoffs requires the Lakers to stay focused and avoid drops in performance, especially against teams that, although not considered big favorites, can surprise with good performances. Alex Len's presence will help provide a solid defensive base, but the team's success will also depend on his ability to make quick adjustments during games. As opponents try to exploit any weaknesses the Lakers may have, such as a lack of a great perimeter defender or struggling to defend in the pick and roll, quick adaptation will be vital. LeBron's experience will help guide the defense when opponents try to exploit these gaps, but ultimately, the team's depth will be the difference maker. Ultimately, the winning mentality will be the deciding factor. If the Lakers, with LeBron and Doncic leading the way, can play as a cohesive and focused team, they will be well positioned to not only earn a strong playoff berth, but also to compete for the title with a real chance. The combination of talent, experience, and team chemistry could be the recipe for a long-awaited return to championship form, keeping the Lakers competitive in the NBA elite for a long time to come. The Lakers' quest to a title will require not only technical skill but also mental resilience, especially during times of adversity. The pressure that comes with being in Los Angeles, with its large fan base and ever-watchful media, cannot be underestimated. Staying focused on each game and avoiding outside distractions will be a constant challenge, especially with a team as full of stars as they are today. In this context, LeBron James' leadership will be vital in ensuring that all players maintain a team-oriented mindset, regardless of individual differences. Additionally, the coaching staff support will be crucial. Darvin Ham's role in managing the roster, especially when it comes to managing the minutes and pace of players like LeBron and Doncic, will be an important factor throughout the season. Ham's experience as an assistant coach on winning teams and his pragmatic tactical style could be key in getting the most out of his players while also preventing his stars from burning out. The season schedule could also bring unexpected challenges. Playing against teams with different characteristics will require the Lakers to constantly adapt. For example, facing teams like the Memphis Grizzlies, known for their youthful energy and strong defense, or the Golden State Warriors, with their fast-paced style of play and deadly perimeter, the Lakers will need to quickly adjust to different scenarios. This requires tactical flexibility, and the Lakers will need to be prepared to play both physically and intelligently. On an individual level, Luka Doncic will have to prove that he is capable of leading the Lakers not only with his offensive brilliance, but also with his ability to adapt to the dynamics of a team where other players also play a leadership role. His playmaking ability will be crucial, but he will also need to commit defensively and integrate into the collective style of play that the Lakers need. The The chemistry between him and LeBron will be key, as they both have control of the game, but in slightly different ways. While LeBron is more focused on distributing the ball and making his team work, Doncic can take more risks and look for the shot in decisive situations. On the defensive side, the Lakers will have a big challenge. While they have added Alex Len, an experienced defender in the paint, their perimeter defense and transition defense will still be areas that need constant work. The team will need to improve its ability to stop long-range shots, and when facing teams with exceptional perimeter players like the Warriors and Suns, defense will be a key factor in their success. Defensive communication between all players will be crucial, as without it, it will be difficult to sustain the kind of defense that a top-tier team needs during the playoffs. On the other hand, LeBron James' accumulated experience will be an invaluable asset during the most tense moments. His ability to control the pace of the game, make key plays, and most importantly, lead the team in moments of crisis will make all the difference. He has proven himself throughout his career to be one of the greatest players in decisive moments, and the Lakers will need that leadership when they face teams that are constantly pushing to secure a spot in the finals. Another factor to watch will be how trades and moves evolve throughout the season. The Lakers always have the option to make adjustments to their roster, whether it's to shore up their defense, add more offensive depth, or strategically position themselves for a final playoff push. Financial flexibility and the ability to make trades during the season will be key, especially if there are injuries or the need for additional pieces. In short, the Lakers have the combination of individual talent, experience, and collective potential to make a serious run at the NBA title. The key will be how all these elements align, with the leadership of LeBron James, the brilliance of Doncic, the solidity of Alex Len, and the evolution of other supporting players. The team's ability to stay healthy, motivated, and in sync throughout the season will be crucial, and if they can do that, a return to the top of the NBA will be a real possibility. An important area for the Lakers in the coming weeks will be adapting to new pieces throughout the season. While the chemistry between Doncic and LeBron James will be a primary focus, it will also be interesting to see how the team handles the bench issue. Depth is often what separates a good team from a champion, and for the Lakers, having players capable of stepping up when the starters are out will be essential. Players like D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, and Austin Reeves will have opportunities to shine, and if they can step up in key moments, they could become key players, especially in the longer playoff series. Darvin Ham's work will also be essential in adjusting these dynamics. Flexibility in his tactics will be key, considering that different opponents require different responses. Ham will need to vary Len's use in the paint and perhaps adjust his frontcourt depending on the size and style of the opponent. The fact that he can count on Doncic and LeBron, two players with great adaptability, will be an advantage, but consistency in collective play will always be a challenge, since the Lakers have so much individual talent that it can, at times, overshadow the need for team play. In addition, the development of younger players will also be a priority. Rui Hachimura, for example, has shown potential, and if he can maintain good consistency in both attack and defense, he could be a good asset in decisive moments. The same goes for Austin Reeves, who has stood out in important moments alongside the stars. These players could be vital not only during the regular season, but also in the playoffs, when roles are more intensified and the squad needs depth to achieve victory. Another aspect the Lakers will have to face is the immense competitiveness of the Western Conference. While their move to bolster the squad with players like Doncic and Len is strategic, they will still face formidable challenges. In addition to teams like the Denver Nuggets and Phoenix Suns, who have been consistent in recent years, other rising teams like the Sacramento Kings could surprise. Being prepared to compete against teams with different styles of play will be an ongoing test for the Lakers, and that is reflected in Ham's need to be highly strategic throughout the season. The team's development and adaptation to different situations, such as injuries or unexpected roster changes, will also be a factor to watch. LeBron's health, in particular, will be a constant concern, as he is one of the franchise's biggest assets. Any significant injury could affect not only the team's performance, but also the morale and confidence of the players, especially in critical moments. Looking ahead, the Lakers will also need to monitor their salary cap balance, considering they are always on the move in the trade market. Decisions to add or trade additional players could happen at any time, with the intent of further improving the rotation or filling gaps that may arise as the season progresses. However, the biggest factor that can define the team's success is continuity and consistency in performance. The stars will need to stay healthy and engaged, but the team as a whole will have to commit to a constant work mentality, knowing that the playoffs are the true measure of any team's success in the NBA. Now, as the season unfolds, the Lakers will also have to deal with external pressure. The media and fans in Los Angeles have very high expectations, which means that any slip-up or inconsistent performance will be widely debated. This pressure can take a toll on team morale, especially in times of adversity, such as a losing streak or injuries to key players. Therefore, staying focused will be crucial to avoid external distractions that could destabilize the group. However, this pressure can also be used to the Lakers' advantage, as teams with high expectations often become more resilient when faced with challenges. LeBron James has shown throughout his career to be one of the greatest leaders on and off the court. His ability to keep the team united and motivated in times of crisis will undoubtedly help prevent drops in performance and ensure the team recovers quickly after adversity. Additionally, developing Luka Doncic's chemistry with the other players will also take time and patience. While his ability to create plays and score impressively is undeniable, he will need to adjust to the Lakers' more physical and collective style of play. This could involve learning and adapting to the team's potential on offense and defense. The connection between Doncic and the players around him, especially LeBron, will be crucial to the team functioning as a cohesive unit. Another relevant point will be how the Lakers manage the minutes of their veterans, like LeBron, who is already in his 21st season. Balancing their health and leveraging their experience during the regular season will be a difficult task for coaches. LeBron's experience and vision are invaluable assets, but it will also be important for him to preserve his energy for the most decisive moments, especially in the playoffs. Younger players like Reeves and Hachimura will play an important role in not only easing LeBron's workload, but also providing a solid foundation for when the stars need to rest. The transition to the playoffs will be a pivotal moment, where tactical adjustments really begin to show the fruits of teamwork during the regular season. The versatility of the roster will allow the Lakers to explore different strategies to face opponents with different playing styles. Some teams may be more focused on the rushing attack, while others, like the Nuggets, excel at playing in the paint. Ham's tactical flexibility will be tested during these series, and the ability to adjust the defense and team rotation during the playoffs could make all the difference. In order for the team to win the title, it will be important for the Lakers to be able to maintain a high level of motivation and intensity, considering that the competition in the Western Conference is fierce. Each round of the playoffs will be a challenge, and the team will need to be consistent, both in wins and losses. A resilient mindset will be essential to not let small setbacks affect them, as the road to the finals will require courage, focus, and constant adaptation to the different obstacles that arise. In short, while the Lakers have built a top-notch roster and have many valuable pieces, the team's success will depend on the cohesion of the group, the adaptation of the stars to the collective style, and the ability to maintain high performance throughout the season and in the most crucial moments of the playoffs. As the season progresses, another important factor will be the evolution of the team's play. While the Lakers have talented players like Doncic and LeBron, they will need to ensure that everyone from the main guys to the supporting players knows how to work together. This includes reading the game, knowing when to pick up the pace and when to slow down, and making smart, quick decisions during pressure moments. Team chemistry will be key to preventing individual talent from overpowering the need for a more fluid and successful game. Another critical issue will be how the Lakers deal with defending versatile players from other teams, such as Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, or even more dynamic players like Anthony Edwards. Multi-skilled defenders capable of scoring, creating plays, and defending are often the biggest challenges in the playoffs. In this context, perimeter defense and protection of the paint become even more important. Alex Len's presence in the paint will be helpful, but the team will need quicker and more decisive perimeter players to neutralize these types of threats. The team's focus should also be on how to prepare for the NBA Finals. Teams that make it to the finals often face both physical and mental fatigue, so fatigue management will be essential. This includes not only resting key players physically, but also maintaining a strong and focused mindset during the intense marathon of games, especially if the team is facing high-tempo opponents. The fit between LeBron James' style of play and Doncic's more ISO isolated style will be interesting to watch. While LeBron excels as a facilitator and leader in many aspects of the game, Doncic has the ability to dominate games on his own. Finding the balance between giving Doncic the freedom to be creative, while still maximizing the collective talent and LeBron's role as a facilitator, could be the key to a winning combination. Both are players with exceptional vision, but the Lakers will need to find ways to blend their strengths without it becoming predictable for opponents. Additionally, the contribution of role players in critical moments will be another key factor. In a long and challenging season, contributions from the bench often make the difference. Players like Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, and even the continued development of Austin Reeves have enormous potential to step up in critical moments. The fact that these players can be called upon to play more prominent roles, whether in point-scoring moments or defensive duties, increases the team's depth and makes the Lakers even more unpredictable. The competitiveness in the West, where the Lakers are based, cannot be underestimated. The quest for conference leadership will be a constant challenge, as teams like the Nuggets, Suns, Clippers and Warriors not only have stars, but also have solid tactical schemes. For the Lakers, overcoming these teams will require more than talent. It will take constant adjustment, a balance between offense and defense, and flawless execution during pressure moments in the playoffs. Ultimately, the Lakers will need to maintain the mindset that the regular season is just preparation for the playoffs. Each game will be an opportunity to adjust strategies, strengthen the team, and ensure that key players are at their best when the real battle begins. In a league as competitive as the NBA, patience and persistence will be crucial, and the ability to learn from mistakes and continually adjust will be what allows the Lakers to achieve what everyone hopes for: another championship.